That's a good way to do it, Lincoln. Love you, bro. Hey, good morning. So you might be able to tell it's super early before the sunrise. I mean, it's a little bit light, but the sun's still coming up. I'm a little bit cold. I'm supposed to be serving with my kids. It's like, what time is it? We've been out here for a little bit now. Let's see. 6:18 in the morning. I couldn't find my trunks. So I'm just the camera guy on the beach today. But today's gonna be a fun day. You'll see. What's up, homie? You're being recorded twice right now. There's one to the other. How's life? Keeping it real?
I should have gone out. It's not that big.
You should have gone out.
I have a bruised bone on my heel though.
I know. I was just telling my friends that. It's okay. We'll make a movie together right now. Want to? No. You crack me up, dude. Hey, doggy. Some people say, like, in Hawaii they get, I don't know, island fever. They feel like they're stuck on a rock. I don't feel that way. I actually feel like I can breathe when I'm by the ocean. When I'm landlocked, I feel like I'm gonna hyperventilate. Not always. Sometimes when you're on the mainland, you feel like you can like stretch your legs so you can drive more than in a circle. But island life is by far the best life. Woo! What's up, little buddy? Gonna sit there forever. Hello, buddy. Hello. Uh-oh. Poor guy. And I gotta show you something. Some people actually eat these things. It's called a sea cucumber, but it's not what you think. So there's actually a couple of them here. Hold on, it's super slick because it's this is like a tide pool, and it's all algae, so it's super slippery. But look, that is a sea cucumber. Cool, right? Yeah, people will eat these. I never have. There's another one in there. See it? Look, there's another one right there. Oh, there's another one over there. They're all over. There's a sea urchin right there. I'll show you. But it's super slick, super slick, super slick. Look. Right there. See it? Cardon here loves nature and art and being creative more than anyone I've ever met. He loves animals of all kinds. Huh, Cardi boy?
Yeah.
Okay, so sun has officially risen. Behind us, it'll set later over there. It is now, let me see what time it is. (7:16). Cardi boy has school at 8. I think it's time to go get ready for school and make this day happen. What'd you find, dude?
Piece of cool.
It's a cool looking one.
Yeah.
What's the other side of it? Huh. That's awesome. You know, I had to head into town, drop my mom off at the airport. I thought I'd do a little Richie rant here, Ruckus List style. There's actually a word, it's a Greek word, and the Greek word is, I know I'm gonna say it wrong, it's Meraki. Meraki. And Meraki is a cool word because in reality, it's something that could potentially change the way you do everything. And what it means is to do something with soul. At least that's what I understand it to mean. Meraki, do something with soul, do something with creativity, do something with your heart, put something of yourself into it. I do my best to put myself into, well, think about this. When you don't care about something, do you put yourself into it? Like, do you put a piece of yourself into it? You don't. I have some associates who are like venture capitalists, and I'm talking not like small, I'm talking like hundreds of millions of dollars kind of things. And they put their names, 2 names, on the name of the business, their VC firm. And one partner said to the other, isn't that kind of proud of us? Like, does that mean like we're showing off or something? And the other said, no, it's to hold us accountable. It's to say, like, if we're gonna put our money here, if we're gonna back this thing, if we're gonna do this thing, our name is on it. It's our reputation that's at stake. So not only is like putting your whole heart and soul into things important, and being creative and just really like doing it, you're not gonna do it in something you don't care about. But sometimes there's things you don't care about, but they're important to do, and if you would put a little bit of yourself into it, everything would change. So I challenge you to practice today a little Meraki, if I'm saying it right. Maybe it's Meraki or Meraki, I don't know, I think it's Meraki. But put a little bit of your heart and soul into it, a little bit of yourself, and everything will change. And when I say everything will change, I mean the drudgery may become a little more less arduous. The hard things you're doing may become a little more, I don't know, significant to you. At the end of the day, you want to live a life without regret. You want to feel like you've put yourself out there in a way that helped you leave your mark. Make an impression. Do something that has like a deep and wide impact, breadth and depth. If you don't, you're missing out on life, my friend. You're missing out on something huge. Try a little bit harder to be a little bit better at whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is you're trying to do, and own it. Like, put yourself into it so much that it becomes personable. No one, look, there's a lot of things you can do out there, and everything's been done already, but not by you, and not with your way, and not from your experience, because you're the only one in the world that has had your experiences. You are. Don't try and fake it to make it. It's a good way to psych yourself out, but my personal belief is that fake you that you think you are is the real you. You're way better than you think you are. And when you think of yourself as that great thing way out there in the future, step into that. People say like, hey, how do I become what I want to become? And I say, well, become what you want to become before you become it. I know, mic drop moment, right? Become what you want to become before you become it. Here's what I mean by that. Think of yourself in the future, like say 15, 20 years, and you're just rocking it, okay? And when you have a decision to make today, ask yourself, what would my future self decide in this moment to do? And then do that. Because your future self will probably be making better decisions because you're in a better situation. But if you don't start making those decisions today, it really will take you 20 years to get there. So step into it now. You want to become a speaker, writer, author thing like I do? Start speaking, writing, and authoring right now. And then you're more likely to build upon those experiences. If it's something that requires a degree or a license, partner with someone. Put a project together where the people that have those things in place can be there and help out and do it, and you become the ultimate orchestrator, the organizer. And you'll have mentors and people that can write you letters of recommendations. You want to be the guy that's creating projects. Projects are the key. There's a thing called being a polymath, also known as being a Renaissance person. They'll say someone's, oh, he's a Renaissance man. That means like Da Vinci, like you do all these different things. Look, yes, geniuses, we hear about the famous ones that did all this stuff, but they did projects, man. Like one day they're doing art, the next day they're doing science. Yeah, they're smart, but you don't have to be pigeonholed in doing one thing your whole life. You can do multiple things at different times and multiple things at the same time through what I call project stacking, where one project actually multiplies into many projects, or one skill or task helps all the different things you're doing. And if you really want to get crazy, start finding project managers to help you with all these different things. This doesn't necessarily take money. This can all be volunteer-based or helping-based, but if you do want to do it to make money, it's called running a business. And if you want it to be a well-oiled machine, I'm telling you right now, the best place to start is Meraki. Put a little bit of yourself into it, some heart, some soul, some creativity, and you'll make things happen. All right, friends, Ruckus List! So, a Ruckus List is different than a bucket list. Most people wait until they die to do the things that they want to do with a bucket list, because when they kick the bucket, that's the idea. Which means they end up not doing it. And some people do say, hey, I'm gonna do it right now, and that's great. A Ruckus List, however, is not about all these things you're gonna do before you die. A Ruckus List is about doing stuff right now. And it's less about checking things off and more about experiencing things and helping people experience them with you so you can change the world, make your mark, leave a legacy. And it's less about what you do and more about who you become and who others become in the process. That's why we hashtag Ruckus List on so many things. Things that we're learning, things that we're experiencing. Yes, things that we're doing, but also things that we hope other people can be inspired to do themselves. It is not about me or my wife or my kids or my friends or the people that follow us. It's about making a ruckus. A ruckus is an uprising. It's about making these things happen so you can live a life without regret. Not waiting till the last minute to do the things you want to do. Taking the things that you want to do and the impact you want to make and bringing them to the forefront of your life so you can live fully engaged and fully alive. My son passed away, he was only 10 weeks old. My brother-in-law passed away only, he was like 21 years old in his sleep. Guys, life is short. You're not gonna necessarily have all the way till you retire. And even when you retire at 65, like we try to do in America, which isn't turning out that great for a lot of people right now, people are unhealthy and they don't have the money they thought they had. And, I don't know. Make a ruckus and do it right now. Make an impact on your life and lives of others. Don't wait. Ruckus List. Woo.